Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. You
were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we get this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Here we go.
first down number 7 on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Trap 60. 19 Lions.
Play action now, Vic. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Falcons had 10 and 5 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Quick throw, it's Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check smash, check smash.
Vic goes play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Vic's throw into the hands of Pitts here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. To throw, Vic. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Ready.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
19-18.
Vic now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Youngway Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones going to change it up here. Jones, off play action. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd, here's Algier, and he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go now.
Now a 3rd and 6.
65 cat, 65 cat. Warrior 70. 50. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now here's Vic. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Vic to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Here we go.
Robinson on a give right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 7.
Robinson with another carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Mustang 19.
On play action, Vic. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones looking to change the play. Now Jones off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Throwing Jones. He connects with Hyatt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
in short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing the best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the play fake, Vick.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
In motion goes Mayer.
Trap 60.
On 3rd down, Vick. Escaping the pressure right.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Off play action. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it will come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
Jones now on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Zach Harrison.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Let's go.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go.
Vic readies to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's to the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now, because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Takes it to about the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
In motion goes Mayer.
Again, it's Robinson.
Down the left sideline. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Catch made by Slayton.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on second and long. Vick steps away to his left.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing, Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Get it. Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metric?
And now off to the races down the right side.
He may go. Saquon Barkley.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his left.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
Okay,
so the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Vick. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line.
Panther Street.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Cut 19. Cut.
3rd and long for Vick.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Mustang 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Vick goes play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonnu Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down at the 28.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards.
And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Now a carry for Algier headed right.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a second down throw for Vick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw, Vic.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's another Falcon.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Vic's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
It'll be Vic once more.
Throw caught by Mayer.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight.
1st down, Vic. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.